Good afternoon. Welcome to our final day in Vegas for our January/February trip. We don't really have a lot on the agenda today, aside from definitely going over to Honolulu Cookie in the Canal Shops to bring home some Honolulu cookies. We have buffet courtesy of the Wynn slots app tonight for dinner. In between, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do, which is fine, no agenda. Steve's due for a Dole Whip. He hasn't had one of those all trip, so we might have to get him a Dole Whip. I've already had my peach bellinis and my frosés, so I think it might be Dole Whip day for Steve, which is fine. We're nice and close to Rum Bar over at the Mirage. We may check out Diablo's. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might even be inclined to say let's try something here at the Wynn for lunch. We'll see. I know I'm extra bitter about what went down last night, and there's been no real resolution, and we haven't really decided how we're going to handle it moving forward. But the strong feeling that I have is this is somewhere I'd probably like to stay to some extent. The room is amazing, the view is amazing, my valet service was great, my bell service was great, the check-in fantastic. Steve got great cocktail service in the casino, mine was iffy, but then there's just other things that made things fall apart. So we'll see. It's not been as flawless as I guess I would have expected, and I think that's on me, as I had very high expectations. Or is it on that they've set that expectation as being the pinnacle of service? I'm not really too sure, and I know I have a friend who won't stay anywhere but here, so maybe it's just me. So over there you can see the Trump, and down below that funny looking structure is the Fashion Show Mall, and you can see the aftermath of what was to be Wynn West. Thank you, Steve, because I forgot what was supposed to be there. You can see Treasure Island, palms in the distance, Mirage. Yeah, you can definitely see the Rio. It's a lot easier at night. There's one of the Wyndham timeshare properties over there as well. We got lots of Caesar's Palace. Caesar's Palace blocks our view of the fountains at Bellagio, but so does the Palazzo. You can see the big dome over at Bellagio. So there's Palazzo, and you can get a good view of the High Roller, Bally's, Paris, the Alara, and the SIG, and at night you can definitely see the green of the MGM Grand and the gold of Mandalay. I feel like that was in past footage, but if not, and if you're only watching this vlog for the first time, then welcome. And I'll just show you down below. There is all the Wynn shops and the Lake of Dreams. So, oh, by the way, Grand Lux Cafe, amazing. Thank you to everyone who's recommended Grand Lux Cafe. Loved my salad. Steve loved his sandwich and carrot cake. So, oh, and the bread. We had the bread this morning, and I think they bake their own. So, so good. Highly recommended. All right. Oh, yes, we did.
I cannot pay. We'll get to as you. I cannot pay. Slow in our 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 slow in we'll get to as you. I cannot pay. Slow in our 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 slow in
I've had better ideas. Today is one of those days. Originally, we were just going to go to Diablo's over at Mirage. You know, give it a try. We love the old LVB. But no, someone, me, decided let's start walking, let's see where we can wind up. Because this is always going to end well, right? So then I thought of Steve and how Ellis Island has some of their own eggnog at $25 a bottle. And then I thought, well, he's always wanted to try their barbecue. So what the hell, we've got no plans for today. Let's do it. It's cold. It's in the 40s cold. Yes, I'm in a t-shirt. This is my solidarity for Steve. So as long as I'm moving, I'm warm. He's on a scooter, so he's not so warm because he's not exercising worth a damn. Yeah, I'm walking under a monorail. Yep, I'm walking by a parking garage. Cut through Flamingo, she said. That'll be helpful, she said. Oh, let's go to the parking garage. That gets us further east. Oh yeah, this is really going to go well. Let's just say it's not. It's taking forever. Steve is freezing. And I'm far surpassing my steps for the day. All for barbecue and eggnog. We must be crazy. We got Vegas again. So, we made it to Ellis Island. We made it for barbecue. We played through the free play. Steve's up again. I am down again. That's kind of been the theme of this trip, and I'm actually super happy for him. In his words, I've been losing like everybody else, but no, you haven't, liar. So we've ordered the barbecue, and I'm super excited to try their root beer as well. I got it just naked to start. I know they do root beer floats, but I want to start with trying it naked. So with the player's card and the coupons that it spits out, it is $10 for my half rack of ribs with a whole bunch of fixins. So Steve got the Hefeweizen. Awesome. Clearly he's hating every sip of that.
It's pretty good.
So now my turn for my reaction on my root beer. This is one of two places we've been all week that has plastic straws. Everywhere else has been paper, biodegradable.
Yeah, the other one was the Wynn, surprisingly enough.
You said it, not me. So, I've had some amazing homebrewed root beer at a place in Provo, Utah, because Provo, Utah. So we'll see how Ellis Island compares. Very heavy on the...
sarsaparilla?
Exactly. It's very strong black licorice, but it's really good. Really, really good. Steve doesn't normally like root beer. He does love black licorice, however, so this, I don't know. And it's so funny, because he loves Jaeger bombs, which to me taste nasty. Anyways, well, Gotta rinse that bad taste out of your mouth with the Hefeweizen.
It's gross.
It's good, very licoricey though. Alright, we'll check back with you when our feasts arrive. I'm excited. I love
It's here.
barbecue. This is ridiculous. Okay. So there's Steve with a full rack of ribs.
What the
Comes
hell
with
have I done?
beans, coleslaw, corn, and bread.
It's garlic bread.
Garlic bread. This is crazy.
I'm never gonna eat all of this.
Mine's almost the same, except I got a half. I was smart because I know I'm going to a buffet in 4 hours. Just saying. So what I failed to mention earlier is that this is our first meal of the day. We left the Wynn shortly after noon with delusions of I thought I'd go to Coffee Bean in the Venetian, and I didn't go to Coffee Bean in the Venetian. And then I thought we'd go over to Mirage and get Steve his Dole Whip and perhaps do Diablos. But that didn't work out either. And then I got this cockamamie harebrained idea to go down and get Steve his eggnog from Ellis Island. So this is my first trip to Ellis Island in 13 trips to Vegas. I now get what the hype is all about as far as the food goes here. Well, I can only comment on the barbecue. The barbecue, fantastic. This is probably one of our cheapest meals and utterly fantastic. So if you're looking to save a few dollars and have really good eats and you're willing to venture a little off strip, Ellis Island is definitely a good place to pop in. Did I give them some slot play to get $5 off? Absolutely. Even at $15 for a half rack of ribs, it's not insulting by any stretch. It's certainly not strip pricing. We got to walk past the Tupac Memorial, so there's that. Like, when else am I going to walk past the Tupac Memorial, right? Which pretty much was just a telephone post, and a homeless guy was sleeping underneath it, so we didn't really linger there too much. And it's cold. I turned my free play into like $4, but I messed up how to do it, so it cost me a couple more, so I'm leaving here down a bit. Whatever. And Steve's leaving here up a bit. But yeah, we've had a great visit down to Ellis Island. We still haven't figured out the eggnog part, but we got some good eats out of it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Happy brunch.
So yours was $9.99.
Yep.
And mine was $13.99. Here we are, Ellis Island. I just had a great barbecue. And I had a beer. And T.U. had a root beer. And the root beer is the same price as the Hefeweizen, both of which are $2.50 a glass.
How do they sleep at night?
But still, like $2.50 for a beer in Vegas is
It's
like
cheap. And
you're
said
lucky
it's
to
decent
get lucky to get a shot of beer for $2.50 in Vegas.
And I believe you said it was decent beer.
It is decent beer. It's Hefeweizen. You can try it.
That's a good Hefeweizen.
So you really can't beat it. Like like you said, we've never been out to this casino. It's a nice enough casino. It's small. It's quiet. People are pretty friendly. Most of the people here seem to be low rollers, but
And locals.
whatever. And a lot of locals here as well. Whatever, teach their own. But so far it's been a good experience. Getting here was a little bit entertaining, shall we say? But you married guys will understand. You do what your wife says, whether or not you agree with it sometimes. What's that schmutz inside the candle, though?
Did you really just go on about schmutz?
Apparently.
Cool.
We can edit that out.
I think we're gonna have to. So what's on our agenda for the rest of the night?
You're asking me. My agenda for the rest of the evening is doing whatever T.U. wants to do.
I got nothing. I got buffet, and I may or may not gamble. Like I said, I'm still bitter, so we'll see how it goes.
TU tends to hold grudges.
I'm stubborn. Apple Maps tells me it's going to be a 29-minute walk, 2.2k, straight up Coville to Sands. I think it's going to be cold. We got this.
So it's 20 after 8. We last spoke probably somewhere around Ellis Island. We made it in easy time. Nice quick walk straight down Coville to Sands and into the Wynn, so that was pretty easy. Probably should have just done that on the way down, but it would have meant that I didn't get a chance to stop at Sephora if I went that way. So I've got my stretch pants on. And we are on our way down to the Wynn buffet for dinner. They're only going to be open for another hour, and then we're going to drink, we're going to gamble, and we're going to take this place down.
This makes me want to burn this motherfucker down.
That's how it's going down. Except we have to have a relatively early night because I think we have to leave here around 10. Our flight's at 12:30. I'm a touch concerned that it might be a little bit busy at the airport at that time of day, so a little bit extra time is probably good in our case. So I'll take you along for the ride down to the buffet and we can have a look at what's on a dinner buffet. I'm not normally a dinner buffet girl, but because we redeemed it through the Wynn Slots app, it's the same whether you use it morning or night, and night cost more, so I just thought it would be a better value. We'll see how that goes. All right. So one of the things we should tell you about the Wynn right now is it's a total sausage. Like I'm telling you, I think I'm one of 10 women here. It's crazy. All right. I'll check in with you. Just a quick first check-in from the Wynn buffet. It is fantastic. By choice, variety, everything, this might be better than Aria. Have to try the food, but based on what I'm seeing, I have to give it the nod. I got a weird mishmash of stuff. So they've got a really cool latke. They do gourmet ones, or you can just do traditional. I love them in sour cream. I got some yams in a bacon jelly, some sausage, a spring roll, white pizza, some sort of pasta, and of course cheese. Steve went
whole ham on meat. Meat. Ribs, prime rib, chicken, and lamb. All right, bon appetit, and we'll check back in later. I'm not of my word. Here I am playing at the Wynn. Been losing my ass. Triggered a bonus. Locket link. Only doing a bucket press because I've been losing my ass. This is a decent start. Alright, here we go. Well, this is interesting. Also, I'm really struggling to keep everything together here because my purse keeps falling off my lap. Junk. Here we go. Alright. Come on. What just happened? What just happened? That's it. That's kind of lame sauce. Oh. Color me disappointed. $93. It's almost making up for my loss of last night. We'll check back with you later. Triggered another bonus on this Monopoly with a couple other small wins. Here we go.
Move 7 spaces. Run, Scotty, run. Chance. Pick a card.
Ugh. The worst. Oh no, it's not. Well, there's that. Let's go. More bonuses to be had.
Roll again. Move 12 spaces. Doubles roll. You get an extra roll of the dice. New York Avenue. Congratulations. Roll the dice. Move 4 spaces. Indiana Avenue. Great win. Roll again. Move 8 spaces. Pacific Avenue. Great win. One more roll.
9 or better, dear.
Move 10 spaces. Congratulations for passing go. You get paid. You're on a roll. Mediterranean Avenue.
$28.
Thanks for playing around the board. You're a winner.
Check back with you again. I like this one.
spins left.
Only. We're just gonna have to keep. Well, it's hard for
Why
me.
don't you just come behind?
Okay.
Come behind.
triggered a bonus of my own, and we're at $1 a press. So let's go. is happening? Oh my god, this is what happened the last time. What is... 25. Alright. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. And that's $87. And a coin show. $87.70. Talk to you in a bit.
Back in the room for one last night on this January-February Vegas trip for 2020. It's been a lot of fun. Tonight, all of today has been fantastic. I thought it was going to be a chill day. It didn't wind up being overly chill. It was cold, but it wasn't chill by any stretch. So, like I mentioned, went out, did a bit of a Sephora run, picked up a few things at Walgreens, and then had the crazy idea to head over to Ellis Island. We were originally just going to grab Steve a bottle of their eggnog, and then opted to not get that once we got there. But anyways, I vlogged a bit of our ordeal getting there, mostly on me trying to just figure out the easiest way to do it and stay the warmest.
Next time I'll be a lot smarter about it, but I think I'm happier to do it when it's cold as opposed to blistering hot. Buffet dinner was spectacular. I didn't vlog a lot of it. I was really just enjoying being in the moment rather than worrying about getting some footage. So I can easily say that I preferred it to Aria's dinner, which is pretty huge for me to say. I've really only tried 3 dinner buffets in my entire Vegas visits, but maybe 4, maybe. But this one's definitely at the top now. Quality was fantastic, variety was fantastic, presentation was fantastic. Not a single complaint. We did some slotting. I was up about 250 at some point. Kronos was very, very good to me for a change. Unfortunately, I gave a lot of that back, and I'm going home up about 30. So better than being down, I suppose. And Steve wasn't so lucky here, as luck from earlier wasn't really carrying on as much. He hit a few good bonuses, but I think he wound up on the whole down a little bit. So we grabbed a little snack on the way back to the room. It's still pretty late, so it'll be rough getting up in the morning. And since this is a birthday trip for both of us, we picked up some cake from the cafe to celebrate. So thank you for joining us on this voyage. Hope you have a good time. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.